best way to start would be why I was late. I was supposed to be here at 6:30 and I got delayed. So today we had a heated argument and I lost track of time. As simple as that. It was a heated argument about what grade 6 children should learn in geometry. Normally this is not a matter that is really taken up for debate, because usually you have textbooks and the textbooks tell you what you're supposed to teach the children. But as a Waldorf inspired school, we actually don't have any textbooks, because we don't believe that textbooks are useful. We believe they're more counterproductive than productive. So what was this discussion all about? I had a frame of what should be done in geometry, and my wife, who was also my partner, we had a violent disagreement on what children can handle. That's just one of the indicators of what kind of system we're talking of. At a basic level, the whole Waldorf system revolves around a very fundamental principle. Children are learning. Whether you're teaching them or not, children are learning. And your job is to create the environment in which they learn. That's what you're there for as an educator. And above all, the fulcrum or the centerpiece of the entire framework of education is developmental appropriateness. That's how they like to put it. They always, the Waldorf school of thought always says education should be developmentally appropriate. My journey into this started off thanks to 12 years of, how many of you have heard of time? .I.M.D. I ran that center for about 12 years and sent students to IIMs and other even IITs. And we could clearly see that a lot of the education system has a factory-like backwards approach. This is my main goal. I will be there. So I work backwards in steps. So where do I start in first grade? Children have to do that at the end of 12th grade. So what do I have to make them do in kindergarten? So that's largely how it is worked. If you look at it carefully, that's all it is. So when you work backwards saying this is where children need to be, by hook or crook, there's no need for it to match what the child is actually ready to do or capable of doing. And we came to the conclusion that it's not working. That's why we like the Waldorf philosophy. What we do is very simple. Every child goes through development. Like there is physical development, there is development on various other dimensions. And education has to match that. It's as simple as that. The child has got to be engaged in the learning. If you don't have a child engaged in the learning, you're talking and something is happening. It's not necessarily that learning is happening. So what they say is, understand the child. There are certain commonalities. Along the developmental path there are commonalities. And the content, the methodology, everything is tuned to child's developmental readiness. So you said something about the kindergarten stage, for example. In the kindergarten stage, for example, they emphasize a lot on play, storytelling, learning by listening. And as the grades move on, the content and the methods evolve as the child evolves. It's a lot of teacher-driven curriculum. It's not exactly child-driven. Unlike the Montessori method, which is largely learner-driven, this is actually teacher-driven. There is a lot of responsibility on the educator to take the children along the path of learning. It's not completely left in the hands of the children. It's thought through across the years, including what do we do. The curriculum is not heavy with multiple subjects as in the typical sense. In a typical school environment, in grade 1, for example, there are 5 subjects. In the Waldorf, there are 2, English and mathematics. The rest, there are other things to do. But they simply say, what's the point of loading order on the child? The child is not ready to learn. No point in giving the child scientific facts if the child doesn't have the. That's not learning. Getting scientific facts into your head is not learning science. To think like you would have to think in science is learning science. Most people have forgotten what science is actually. Science is about making sense of the world. Instead, people spend years grabbing what other people have done instead of learning to do science themselves. So Waldorf philosophy, they say first 2 years make the children grow plants. Observe plants and grow plants. By 3rd year make them do agriculture. By 4th year introduce them to stuff about animals. By 5th year, introduce them to more about plants. By 6th year, you bring in formal science. This is a progression. So the first 4 years largely go into the development of language and numeracy, with a lot of other areas. Art plays a critical role in the curriculum. They include something called handwork. So every child learns to work with thread. Why? A lot of benefits. First of all, the overall developmental benefits to working with materials. And on top of that, if you ever wondered how do you teach a child focus and hard work? Eye-hand coordination. Because eye-hand coordination. I was not talking about eye-hand coordination. I'm talking about I have a task to accomplish. I have a goal. I want a pouch for my mom's mobile phone. All I have is thread and needle. How do I get from here to there? The whole planning for a child in 3rd or 4th grade. They plan, they sit with the teacher, starting from the first knot, to the sequence of knots, to the measurements involved. They work through all that, and at the end of it, they come up with a pouch which is made in secret and gifted to the mom. So that's a simple example of this project. Right? This is what a child carries forward into the later years. If I had to work on something big, then I've got to start from scratch. So that's one of the big learnings that they get from an activity like that. Music is integral to the curriculum. All children learn music. By grade 2, they learn to play the recorder. Why? We all know today's record is being recognized world over as music and mathematics learning a huge connection. Musically well-educated people tend to grasp. It works both ways. It does cut both ways. So music is an integral part of the curriculum. Art is integrated into the entire curriculum. Language includes art, mathematics includes art, science includes art. Art is there in everything. Why? Because it's not just something beautiful. It's also about how children manage to express their learning. It's a vehicle where a child is still grasping the fundamentals of language. To expect the child to express one's own learning, give shape to one's own learning in the form of written text, words. Words are often deficient. That's why it said a picture says is as good as 1,000 words. Children find art a very useful vehicle to express what they have learned. So this is how it starts. And in the later years, the learning slowly gets intensive, but these elements that the learning has to be developmentally appropriate, it has to engage the children. There's a lot of focus on children being deeply engaged in the learning. Learning is also very focused. It's not, I would say, I like to call the typical learning approach scattered. Why? Because the child comes to school, first period is one subject, next period 40 minutes, 45 minutes later is another subject, the next period is another subject, and third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. You're literally carpet bombing the child. Imagine I'll just give you a small exercise. Okay? Very simple exercise. I want you to do something. Until I ask you to change it, you're not supposed to do it. Is that clear? First close your eyes. Or just close your eyes. And breathe in. Why do you breathe out? I didn't say breathe in, breathe out, right? How many of you breathe out? You can't breathe in for so long. It's an analogy I use. You can't keep breathing in for so long. A child can't keep taking in knowledge for so long. Just as we need to breathe in and out as human beings, children need to take in and take out. And what they take out is actually their knowledge. What they take in is your knowledge, what they take out is their knowledge. So a lot of the whole framework goes around this idea. It follows a very different timetable. They follow what is called a main lesson block concept. For a whole period of 3 to 4 weeks, let's say maths. Maths is the focus of learning for this class for the entire 3 to 4 weeks. The others will be revised if at all. But maths is the focus of learning. So what happens? The child actually learns that as a core subject. For all practical purposes, eats, dreams, eats, sleeps and dreams its subject. They go to their dreams, they process stuff in their sleep and come back with questions, clarity, next day. And this is a process that keeps going on. The joy of the child is something that is placed on a very high pedestal in the entire Waldorf framework. The idea is only a happy child can learn well. A child who is forced into education, pushed into it, made to learn, it doesn't work. It looks like it's working, it's an illusion. When that illusion will pop, heaven only knows, but there is a happy child always works out better in the long run.